Happy Tuesday, everybody. It is January. Ugh. January. It's January. It's January 2021. The day is the 12th. I'm Bryce Castillo. Hello, everybody. Oh, my goodness. We're back. We're back. Our live night attack of 2021. That's right, Scooper Nova Girl. And that's right, Captain Jack. Who let it be January? Who did that? Present yourself to me. Who did it be January? Right, says, do you still have the January stinger from way back? I don't remember that one. Oh my goodness, welcome back, everybody. We'll get to the birthdays here in just a minute, but I wanted to say thank you, finally here on the Night Attack pre-show, to everyone who showed up during Deck the Marbles over the holiday break. That was a lot of fun, as well as everyone who joined us on New Year's Eve as we raised a boatload of money for Extra Life. I'm still blown away by everybody's generosity, and I'm so glad that we could do that and have just a really good time, and really do some good. I think that it is no insignificant feat that really all of you all did with your incredibly generous donations. So thank you. Again, I believe they've already set up a page for the DiamondClub.tv, the Diamond Club TV Extra Life page, Extra Life team for 2020. I don't know how this works. I think they've got a new page set up for this year, but thank you, everybody. The other thing I want to mention here, in case anybody missed it, during the finale, during the tail end of that New Year's Eve stream, I am elbows deep working on a primetime Marbles League, a weekly. This is great. This is perfect. A weekly Marbles stream league to begin early February. I'm working on. I think I got a schedule pretty much set up. At this initial season, it'll be a seasonal thing. I think this initial season will be about 8 weeks long, which will end up being about 10 streams. I think they'll mostly be on Thursday evenings, but we'll have some shifted over to Sundays. Full schedule will be announced around the early beginning of February. I've spent all day. I've had 2 obsessions lately, and one of them I have picked up in the last 3 to 4 hours, which is databases. I have the big idea with doing this Marbles League, whatever it is actually called, is to have a layer of it above just the Marbles on Stream game. I mean, we play that. A lot of people play that. But I want us to do something a little competitive, so that, you know, when you're playing it here on the Night Attack channel, you're playing it with me, you're kind of doing your own thing. And so I've spent multiple hours over the past week trying to figure out how do databases work. How would I set this up? Because there's a lot of software for, oh, you want to run you want to do football stats? It's perfect. It's made exactly for football. You want to do baseball? It's made exactly for baseball. And none of those are really built for the type of thing that this Marbles race is, which is more akin to like NASCAR. It's not match based. It is points ranking based. And so I've started using Airtable today. At first I wanted to do it in Notion because I've got all of my notes and my planning stuff in Notion, but Notion has very, very robust database stuff. I ended up figuring out once I figured out the thing that I needed to do, which is like I actually need to have 2 databases at least, and I need those databases to refer to each other a lot. Notion can do most everything I need to do in terms of keeping track of statistically significant rankings, results, lap times, and courses and stuff like that, and as well as a player's database so that people can keep track of their points. They can see, I've got this many points in the season, and I've got this many from, ranking in the top positions, and I've got this from bonus points, and I've got this is how many times I've beaten a lap record or anything. And Notion will do that. And the thing that kind of kicked me over the edge with Airtable is that it seems like it is a little faster. A lot of times I will load up Notion on my phone, and it will take its time on that. It seems like it's built for that. I think it's a little more user friendly as a database tool, and so and also I can create publicly accessible pages for both, the season races and the player stats. And the other nice thing that really tipped me over the edge was that Airtable has a built-in form feature. So I can, as the race is wrapping up or as the race is going on, I can type in and I can pick names, or I can add names, and I can set, okay, these are people who are doing this, and I can do it all in one thing, like a Google form. It's super cool. And so I've spent the past few hours just head over heels messing with that stuff. It's so cool. I'm really having a good time figuring that out. So the extent of all of that will be TBD. But I also want to hit the ground running and make sure we're gathering a lot of really cool, good, interesting data that is also easy for you to access, so that you can go to a website and say, oh, how many points? I mean, I can see the marbles on stream points I have, but where are my points? What are my standings in the marbles league? So I am super, super excited about all of this stuff. JC Cohen says, now we're rigging it with database. No, the opposite. There's a built-in flexibility with handing out bonuses, and I even have to, because of the rigid structure of a database, I have to kind of figure out how many bonuses I can give at any one time. It's really cool. This is really exciting. So that'll be starting in February. All right. It's time for Bryce's Birthday Borner. This is the part of the show where we give some shout outs to everybody who had a birthday since our last episode. Our last live episode was December 29, 2020, so we are looking for birthdays between December 30th, 2020, and today, January 12th, 2021. You've had plenty of time to do it, so here we go. Another J. Martin's birthday was Wednesday the 6th. Happy birthday, Another J. Martin. Another J. Martin, whose name is in all of my database. He's one of 6 people whose names are in my database because I'm simming out a race. So happy birthday, Another J. Martin. Congratulations. Let's see who else we got here. I gotta scroll back. Mbombo Cube's stepdaughter's birthday was on the 31st. Well, happy birthday, Sarah, you silly lady. Mbombo Cube said that. So Mbombo Cube said that. I'm fine. Let's see. Looking for birthdays. Some people, people waited a little bit of time. There were a few here. And I think we certainly have plenty. Certainly we have plenty that we don't need to give shout outs to Chris Brown, which is what happens if we get no birthdays to celebrate. And we've got plenty here, but interesting. Oh, here we go. Mifa Rivia's best good friend's birthday was on the 10th. Happy birthday to Mifa Rivia's friend. Ben Franklin's was on January 4th. Happy birthday, Janiel Franklin. Ben Franklin. Schlung's wife's birthday was January 3rd. Happy birthday. Derpy Sirax Graham turned 91. Happy birthday. Reggie's birthday. Reggie 33's birthday was on the 10th. Happy birthday. Reggie, the Bucks' dad's birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday. Sean L's nephew Carl had a birthday on January 2nd. Happy birthday, Carl. Let's see, who else? Princess Dagger. Princess Dagger's birthday was on the 4th. Happy birthday. Russellberry's birthday was on the 9th. Happy birthday. Scooper Nova Girls Brothers was on the 7th. And her cousin's was on the 8th. Happy birthday, everybody. Thank you so much for spending your birthday and all of your free time with us. Also, IB Savage Ones was yesterday. Happy birthday. Whew. So yeah, that's happy birthday, everybody. Just doing. I am so excited. I am truly excited for the Marvel stuff. I still have a lot of stuff to prep, right? I still have to figure out this database stuff, to figure out like what the final point tally is, what things can be bonuses, and figure out how much I want to, like, I have scheduled dates set, but do I want to go in with a preset, treat them like a Grand Prix? That seems like a hat on a hat, and like picking race stuff. Reggie says, so will there now be a leaderboard? Yes. Yeah, yeah. I mean, ideally, there will be a significant amount of statistics to be viewed, in terms of how often somebody, say, gets first place in a race, or how many times someone manages to be the last person in place. I still have to figure out how to present all that stuff, but yeah. Ben Franklin, any plan for you to enjoy to explain why Army Hammer was trending on Twitter? I don't know why he was either. You'd have to tell me, as I don't know that. Spider Bite is bringing up the old what's his fucking name? The old Franklin Pierce picture, saying that I look like old 14th President Franklin Pierce. Oh, what's that? Ben says I should ask Jerry. Okay, well we'll ask Jerry why Army Hammer was trending today. Did he show his penis?
Well, first time I think I've seen the two of you in the same room at the same time.
Myself and Arthur Franklin, or yes, Franklin Pierce,
Pierce, yeah,
not Army. Yeah, Army early Army Sergeant.
Early Army.
I don't know.
Early Army.
Right.
Sooners. They call them Sooners.
Army Hammer. Hey, Brian.
Okay, Arm & Hammer.
Army Hammer.
Same guy, different guy.
Well, one is a brand of baking soda.
Correct. Sorry, three guys. The soda. Isn't there an investor? Armand Hammer. And then Army Hammer is like an actor.
Army Hammer is an actor. He was from Call Me by Your Name. And...
Great. All right, 2 for 2.
Okay. But
Armand Hammer, I believe, was a venture capitalist or an investor.
Armand Hammer was a business manager and owner associated with Occidental Petroleum. Who am I thinking of? Army Early?
You're thinking of Arlie Army, 4 for 4, who was the drill sergeant from Full Metal Jacket and later did a billion shows on History Channel.
Arlie Army, I see.
Yep. Also, he was the voice of the commander of the Army Men in Toy Story.
Oh, sure. The yeah, that's right. The Green Army Man.
Man. Just hitting rocks tonight.
Hitting rocks.
You guys are dead in the water.
That's what they call it, hitting rocks. I love to be hitting some rocks. How are you doing? You smell like a campfire guy.
I do. We did a second unnamed project around a campfire that maybe rhymes with schmodern, schmog, shod, cast.
Sure. Are you always going to be recording that out by a campfire?
I think so. We're 2 for 2.
You've picked the worst time of the year to do that.
Are you kidding me? It's the best time of year. Oh my God! What's the point of a campfire if it's already hot?
I mean, okay, yeah. It's cold for me. A little cold for Bryce's blood. Bryce's hot-blooded.
That's a Northern Virginia in you.
I'm from the southern part of Virginia, but okay.
Northern, that north of the Mason-Dixon line. Wait.
No, I think
actually no.
No, I think it's still south of that.
North of west of the Maginot
North
line.
of the Kakalakis. How about that? You know what kind?
North,
you know
north
what
of the Okefenokee. That's all I know.
The Okefenokee. That's what they call the Oakland Fanatic.
No,
back
the
in
Okefenokee
1907.
Swamp in Florida.
Oh, gotcha. But yeah, how was your? How did you tell the people for about 60 seconds how your snow day was?
Sure. How my what?
Your snow day.
Oh, no, it was great. Oh, doggone it. All I want to do is play the live stream, but it was great because very rarely do you get a snow day that's a true snow day. Like, you have days that it snows and you have days that you take off for unrelated reasons. But to have all of that be on a lazy Sunday was truly magical. It was truly magical and wonderful, and the whole 7-acre Schwood looked totally different. We went gallivanting all around it, built a fire. It was a total delight. I don't know what else to say.
How was your day today?
Today was very busy. It definitely started at 6:30 a.m. and I didn't get back here till noon, where we had a secret meeting that I can't talk about, followed by another secret meeting that I can't talk about, followed by what was supposed to be an ad shoot that ended up becoming an experimental jam session that I'm really excited about, that I also can't talk about, followed by we did a Hello Pillow ad. How about that? Could definitely talk about that. That one according to plan. And then we did a campfire thing and recorded it. I believe patrons of Modern Rogue already know what the first iteration looks like. There we go. And then now we're all caught up. And oh my God, the day's just starting and it goes until midnight. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We got this.
It sounds like it's almost over.
No, it's just beginning.
It
beginning.
literally isn't beginning, that's for sure.
Ugh.
I mean, we still got some way to go, but it's
Hasn't even begun.
Okay. Well, all right. So Brian had a bad day, everybody.
Oh no! It was actually a wonderful day. It was just a very, very full day of things that I'm not allowed to talk about, which is kind of a bummer, but I guess also kind of awesome. Kind of awesome. Kind of really awesome.
Cool. There we go. Brian's
Not
a
very
cool.
helpful.
Brian's a cool guy.
I'm
over here doing cool guy shit.
Whichever way you phrase it, it's not very helpful for pre-show stuff. Yes, I agree.
What did I do today? I got our game ready for today. Got our game nice and edited. I had some other stuff going on. I was telling people earlier, but a scant few minutes ago about figuring out databases. Brian, databases.
First of all I want give me a full screen. Databases. So you were talking about databases on the Weird Things podcast yesterday.
Oh yeah.
In relation to Notion.io, right?
.so, yeah.
SO, yeah.
And so I don't know why I feel like I kept my cards a little close to the chest when we talked about it as a pick on Weird Things yesterday. But I announced at the end of all of those Marble streams that I did over the holidays that I'm going to be doing weekly seasonal games of marbles starting in February. And one of the things I want to do is build a whole stats system out of it and give people points and have our own leaderboard outside of the game that I use to play to run the thing.
You want to, forgive me for the reductionist phrasing, but you want to LARP Blaseball.
But it would not even be LARPing. It would be
actual,
baseball.
Right.
It would actually be
Blaseball.
No, I mean Blaseball is assuming
it'd be Blaseball in that, it's ultimately a random number generator, right?
True.
Baseball
Okay,
involves human beings and actual, skills that emerge over time in multiple iterations and all that stuff.
Sure. But it's not a simulation of a simulation, or right? And like it's not LARP, right? If it's Blaseball, it's Blaseball, but it's not LARPing Blaseball.
Go on.
Because we're really doing the thing, you know. We have the program that runs the thing, and we keep track of stats and you know, have winners in our own leaderboard and stuff. But that's not LARPing. That's doing the real thing. I'm doing database, Brian.
Okay, so
Marbles is real, says Mr. Bruick. Marbles is real, and he's my friend, and he's wrong.
What would LARPing Blaseball look like? Imagine, I would imagine.
Okay.
Hypothetically,
sure,
that LARPing Blaseball would look an awful lot like a can on the side of your ear and a microphone and a play-by-play adventure calling out, telling the stories of each of the individual players and how they merit or don't merit the positions that they have on the field, and how the scores and what this means for the towns and where they come from and all that stuff.
Okay.
And then I imagine substituting, hypothetically, random number generator or marbles for that. What's different?
The difference is that we're not faking anything. Like if we're LARPing,
wait, is Blaseball fake?
Yeah. Or, I mean, no, but there's a statistical part of Blaseball where numbers are generated and scores are created and set. But everything else around that, right? All of the stories, all of the character backstories are a integral, but still I consider appendage of the sport, which is all of the numbers. That's the thing I like about Blaseball is feeding my gambling addiction and betting fake money on numbers.
Okay, right. So
what we do with
favorite part about Blaseball
is the thing everybody loves.
Right.
Exactly.
So the thing you're excited about, based on the same thing that Blaseball is based on, is to add all the stuff you don't like about Blaseball.
I'm not doing
to marbles.
We're not doing any of that.
Oh, okay.
No, we're not doing any of that.
All right.
You know, the audience is still playing like they normally do. It's still the same normal game, but also we're keeping track of our own stats, right? I mean, we are adding an analysis layer, I believe, over what is still a functional gameplay system.
And just my kids aren't here. Everybody believes in Santa Claus. Like marbles is just a random number generator, right?
There is a random. It is built on a foundation of randomness.
Like in the way that Plinko, it's basically Plinko.
Yes,
the sports league.
Yes, there is a physical system that all of the marbles go through, and they are randomly placed in their starting position, and then they all go through the same physical system.
Last time, I swear.
Okay.
How is this different from Blaseball?
Well, I mean, it's a different game to begin with, right? Functionally, it's a very different game. It is more like NASCAR. It's like running 10 NASCAR races in a night rather than matchups and head to head. Yeah, like one of the big things I was mentioning this earlier. One of the big troubles in trying to set up this. Don't smile at me like that. I don't like to smile.
I'm really trying not to. I'm really trying to be.
I'm
kind.
so excited about this. This is the only thing I've
It's because I know you're really excited about it that I'm trying to be kind.
The thing that makes it different is the way that it's played and the way that real people interact with it. Right? Everyone in the chat. We need people in the chat room to enter. To put a coin into the machine.
Right. So the new Fredericksburg Tacos are not a real team. There's no real players. There's no real smack talk. At the end of the day, in marbles, real human beings, whether merited or not, are taking credit for victories, whether earned or not.
Absolutely.
And they really are smack talking with their myths and legends against. Okay. Now.
Absolutely.
You're right.
Totally
different.
Completely different.
Yes.
I've been looking. I was trying to. Okay, back to database. So I spent database. I have spent the past week looking at like how can I put these stats together, right? They sell many packages for all of the different sports, right? You want football, here's the thing, and you have key codes and you do it like this, and it knows how a game of football works, right? But they don't really have that for something like this, which is more akin to racing or like a NASCAR thing, because those are all-day affairs, and you do all your statistics after the fact, most relatively, right? Compared to like football or baseball, which you would do as real time as you can. So that's how I'm having to get into the databases so that I can do both of those things: is update stats as real time as possible, so that can feed into everyone's participation in that gameplay layer, while also doing a type of sport that is not a head-to-head matchup.
So all of a sudden you got my mind going, because like if we're gonna dive in the long term, all of a sudden I want fake or possibly real sponsors to sponsor various marbles, and to have people say, look, if you win, first words out of your mouth are going to be to promote this thing.
That would be interesting, because I think it would have to be like, if you did it for a sports team, right? You have, like, if it was football, right? You only have two teams playing in one game. Right. This would have to be more like the equivalent of, the phenomena of, if you have a tweet kind of go viral, you'll get DMs from, AliExpress people saying like, hey, I will give you $25. Will you tweet out a link to, the star projection thing for me? And a lot of people do it because it's free, $25, whatever. It would have to be akin to that, right? It would have to be a huge, wide net of trying to get to people in a wide but very shallow pool of players for
now,
advertising.
All of a sudden, I want to do like mystery sponsors, where it's like, okay, I will pay you $25, and that the first words out of your mouth have to be, hooray for Ashwood, boo at Justin R. Young. But then for $50, you can have a mystery sponsor, and you just promise to say whatever your mystery sponsor tells you the day you win, if you win.
Okay, yeah.
Up to and including terrible things.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm smelling all that smoke all over my body.
Smoky.
Yeah, give me a moment.
Sure.
Yeah.
So excited about it. I'm excited about it. Database. The other thing here, you'll be able to hear me as I'm saying this. The other thing I've been excited about for the past few weeks at this point is competitive eating, like food contests. Like Kobayashi, he says, yes, yeah. There are YouTubers who do that. And I for whatever reason, I have just been like obsessed with one. Because I found her on TikTok, and her TikTok videos are just, hey, here's the sped up thing of me eating 8 pounds of steak in 5 minutes, whatever. No, just challenges. Yeah, like there are a few videos where she does contests, but it's food challenges. Like, they go across the country and go to restaurants and take their challenges and try to beat each other's times. There's a whole, talk about weird sports, there is like a whole website of like competitors where they track the challenges and they track everybody's times and rank each other. It's like racing. Like racing against like a Ghost Driver. Exactly. And I'm just fascinated. So the lady I watch is Raina Wong, because I found her on TikTok, but damn, she can put it away. She's awesome. I don't know, but what's very weird to me is that like in some of my other circles of friends, they are into people who do like extreme eating, like chugging or like fast food reviews or stuff that I feel like is not very fun to watch, especially the Badlands chugs, who will just he's got a big glass boot, and he'll just fill it up with cranberry 7-Up or yeah, and he'll just chug the whole damn thing. And I think the production value is a big part of it. But I think in a bad way, yeah. In that it's gross. I think you hear a lot of it and see a lot of it, like with. Do they? No, they won't. They don't. They don't need to. They don't need to. I think for those types of things. But I'm very impressed with like, I don't know, the eating challenges on like the bigger. I don't know, the bigger thing. She's eating a 6-pound donut with like her little channel logo on it, and she's just going ham in like 10 minutes. I don't know, but it is become, like to other people, like an ASMR or a mukbang type of situation, and I think she even like I think she has a second channel where she does like mukbangs and things like that, but it's you know, it's its own ecosystem. I didn't expect it to be a big ecosystem, right? Like I was looking up one of the guys who was featured on one of her other videos, and that's how I found the like food challenge scene, right? The all of the you know, the rankings of people and all of the records and stuff. It's cool. Miravina says, "Is this a binge and purge sort of thing?" No, I don't believe that is the case. I think it's just she probably fucking burns 1 million calories in a day. I wouldn't speculate any way into the positive on that. But it's interesting. I don't know. I think it's interesting. There's like a kind of relaxing, and like you kind of pick up some of the like the intricacies and the challenges of it, right? Like with hot food. What was the one? There's a video from a few weeks ago, and she's been putting out a lot of videos too. Like she's still going out there. I guess food challenges are maybe not COVID safe or maybe not COVID proof, but it's certainly not like a big food eating contest, right? You can go out on a patio and keep him space. But so one of the videos from a few weeks ago was like loaded tots, like a big bowl of loaded tater tots, and it was like fresh and hot, and you could see the steam, and because it was an open air kind of space, and you would just see her pour. She always keeps like 4 fucking cups of like water and Pepsi, just dumping ice water into it just to cool it down. Or like chicken nuggets, dipping them in like coleslaw, just so it cools down. That's what cools down. It's fascinating. So I don't know. These have been my two things. These have been my 2 things. And it's tough. And you know what? It's tough. It's tough to make that an on the lookout pick for Court Killers. It's tough to say, oh, you should watch this old girl eat a 6-pound donut in about 13 minutes. The gloves, she does not always have the gloves, which I'm surprised with, because it's a lot of, you know, eating by hand, right? Like utensils just kind of slow down the whole process. The Tots video was gloves in hand. Yes, here it is, foodchallenges.com, JC Cohen. That's it. And
hey, Bryce.
Hi.
Pick up the fucking Skype.
You didn't call me.
I'm calling you right. Oh shit.
No, you didn't
I'm
call
not
me,
calling
nerd.
you. Oh my god. I'm calling fucking Moscow.
Oh God, don't call RT.
I'm calling Moscow.
RT's gonna be hearing about Food Challenge Lady, and this is gonna fuck up political relations between our 2 countries.
I know.
Hi, J-Man.
There we go. Can you mute the Skype?
Yes, I can.
Perfect.
How's it going, man? How's your Tuesday been?
Good. Good Tuesday. Back in the saddle, Bryce. You know,
Back
it was kind of like an elongated holiday because we had the holiday, and then I was out covering the Georgia thing, and then the world ended, and so you know, it's been a while. It feels like a lot has happened, and now I'm back.
Yeah. All of those things are true. All of those things
Feels
are.
like for the first time in like a month, we're kind of like, this actually feels like the first night attack of the year.
Well,
Which I guess it
literally,
technically
it kinda
is the first live one, right?
So the first live one, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we recorded that last week's previously as live episode on the 31st.
Did we? Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
That's right. But what could happen in 12 days, Justin Robert Young? What could
Yeah.
even happen in 12 or even 6 days? I mean, even if we did the show on Tuesday last week, what could have happened in the last 6 days?
You know, the biggest news of the young year, Bryce, the politics Patreon has rebounded.
Hey, welcome back, Brian.
That was definitely a moment when it was like, hey, man, remember when you thought the free ride was over with politics?
Nope. We're going to ride this one right into the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dry January, so Ashley got me a soda stream.
Oh.
So I'm just chugging straight out of the bottle. Nobody else drinks out of the soda stream bottle. I just fire my ass up a liter of bubbly and put it straight in my gullet.
You're not throwing in a syrup? You're not throwing in a movie
Hell
or
no.
a movie,
Raw.
whatever it
Ooh,
is? Wow.
baby, I like it raw.
Even like a lime juice? I feel like you would like
Hell
a lime
no.
juice or a lemon juice.
No, because I like I really got into the Topo Chico over the last year because it has
Doesn't
the
have flavors in it?
same.
I guess I've
There
never
is
had
a
it.
lime version,
Oh.
but the standard issue is just bubbly water.
Gotcha.
But I like the Topo Chico because for whatever reason, Brian, I'm curious, because I think you probably drank Topo Chico for longer than anybody else I've known.
Yeah.
Um,
Longer than anyone who invented Topo Chico, I'll tell you that much.
yeah, they have like a whole interactive AR like tour through their labels because I guess Topo Chico's been around for a billion years.
Have you ever used a QR code for pretty much anything ever?
Yes. Oh, now I've used it a lot because they do it for menus now in our touchless
yep.
world.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah.
I was actually thinking I might have to issue a formal apology to QR codes because there was nothing I clowned more in the late aughts, early tens than QR codes. I'm like, these are stupid and they're dumb and no one uses them. And I get over it, nerds. One of my favorite flowcharts is, should I use a QR code? No, but no.
I mean, it was a good run, a good 15-year run. 15-0 you went until 1.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you know, I don't know. They're okay. But anyway, no, Topo Chico, let me ask you this question. I like Topo Chico because it feels
Like a beer.
to me or tastes, yes, like it has beer-like consistency.
The only thing that I dig even more is basically like a this is gonna sound so dumb, diet tonic water, and I like it because it's awful. Okay. Understand, tonic water weirdly tastes awful and has somehow more sugar than Coca-Cola. Because it's so bitter that they have to put in so much sugar.
Oh.
So diet tonic water has that much more fake sugar to offset how bitter it is. And somehow, which somehow equals roughly a beer, I guess, question mark?
What is the difference between a Topo Chico and a tonic water?
Quinine, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Little thing called malaria. World
Yeah,
War
ever
I.
heard of it? Park my car. It's me, Ted Malaria.
Ted Mal.
Yeah. Ted Mal. This Thursday on CBS, Ted Mal's up against it. Park my car. It's Ted Mal.
Hold on. It sounds like a gay porno. Park
Ted
my car.
Mal?
The Ted Mal story.
Park my car.
Yeah.
Hey, park my car, kid.
Park my car. Oh, you're up against it now. That's right. The Ted Mal story.
Oh my god.
Take my keys
Yeah.
and then give them back to me for a tip.
Take my keys and bend over, please. The Ted Mal story.
I don't quite know where it got into gay pornography, but I like it.
There was
I feel like
something
Ted
about the
Mal
phrase
is a-
up against it and parking a car together. Conjured that
yeah.
image. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Up against the
Up
car.
against it. Yeah.
Up against the car for Ted Mal.
Yeah. Also, Mal means like, I'm picturing him
Bad,
as a bad
right?
guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's got to be
Is
gay.
he
Like,
Spanish
got it.
or is
Is
it
it-
just
is it a good
are
guy?
we crossing that barrier?
Yeah, he would like everyone to think he's Spanish. He's actually Italian, Sicilian.
Oh, guy. Oh, is he-
Oh, interesting.
I don't tell my partner Justin Robert Young, but Ted Mal is a bad guy.
Ted Mal's a bad guy, huh?
Yeah.
No, yeah. Ted Mal was like it was adapted from a Telemundo series, but now the main character's white. But originally Ted Mal was Hispanic.
There is somebody who we both have talked about on Twitter, but I will not name names, who reacted with genuine smug horror, asking if this was real or not. The prospect of somebody remaking Breaking Bad in Spanish for a Hispanic audience with somebody named I don't know, Walter Blanco. Yeah. And I think it was called Metastasis. And he acted with genuine shock and like, is this even for real? This isn't even a joke. What? An American show being remade beat for beat. They don't even bother to change the names. His name is Walter Blanco. And it's like, motherfucker, we adapt shit that comes from other English countries into our own company, our own country.
Constantly.
Like I don't even understand this. Like for every show that's a brilliant reimagining of a foreign thing. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, also it's like, why do you care if you don't speak Spanish? Like, I mean, I guess like that would be a thing that you'd really care about if you loved Breaking Bad and you also spoke Spanish and you wanted to relive Breaking Bad with new actors with, I guess, some degree of Spanish sensibility to it.
That was not the take this person had. This person was mainly like, look at these people trying to be like us.
Trying to walk like us, talk like us. Like next thing you know, they're gonna be getting mortgages like us.
That was not me who said that.
No, it was me, Ted Mal.
Well, it's me, Walter Blanco, and I metastasize you. He shoots a web.
Park my car.
I'm up against it now. Wow.
This Thursday.
Who are these characters supposed to be?
Ted Mal and Walter Blanco. Classic.
I do like the idea of an entire universe of half-finished characters.
Oh, God.
Nobody has a complete
Oh, my
arc.
God. The half-finished character extended universe?
He's like, well, I'm getting a promotion, but like that's as far as it gets. We just know he's getting a promotion, but there's something else that we never find out
There's
about.
guy who still reads the newspaper and he folds it down. Yeah, Sundays only.
My grandfather once told me. And then the new frame, new guy, it's Kathy. Like, yikes.
Heck. It's real life Kathy. Unfinished characters.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Did we talk about me making the mistake of trying to get Callie to read the Far Side Gallery?
No.
Man, that's some tedious shit. Try to get a 7-year-old, an 8-year-old to read the Far Side and just get around to explaining that fully half of all of them boil down to Well, you'll die someday.
Yeah.
Imagine, there we go. The Bride, the Best Man, and the Ushers of Frankenstein. So imagine explaining this to an 8-year-old. You have to explain, well, there was a horror story
movie,
called
yeah,
Frankenstein, and then Universal Studios decided to cash it in by making The Bride of Frankenstein. And also, I've never seen either of these, but my grandfather did, and I bet it scared him in the moving picture shows.
And don't these other guys look weird?
Yes.
Well, yeah,
So
'cause it's
imagine
like,
you
this is
knew the first two
logical-
parts.
Yeah, the logical extension, the comedic extension is that if there was a groom and a bride, that there would be other people that are normally at a wedding, like a best man and ushers.
Next slide. Next slide.
Sure,
Yeah.
here we go. Here.
Barber. I style hair too. Style is, I won't say misspelled because stile, as we all know, is a fence that goes over a horse fence. Sorry, a ladder that goes over a horse fence.
I'm sure that's
Style.
Is this one just slagging off barbers?
Yes,
Is this
I think
like
so.
Gary Larson's just
think-
like, hey, fuck barbers.
I think
they're dumb.
I think the joke is that barbers are dumb.
Are dumb, yeah.
Okay.
And,
This
and
is
they-
this is from
when-
1982.
So I guess this was when the concept of a hairstylist was just becoming like a thing.
Oh.
And,
Wow.
and so the
Bryce,
barbers
wow.
like
please take a note of the feeling that both you and I are feeling, because what we just experienced is what my 8-year-old experienced page after page after page as I explained these. Now, in this case, you and I did not get it full stop, and Justin
Yeah.
explained it to us, but my daughter experienced this over and over and over again. Here we go. Next slide.
Here's one. This is here we go. It looks like an old west. We got a
There was a dead clown, a gunslinger. It was over.
oh,
But the way the townsfolk called it, neither man was a clear
but
winner.
look, the guy has a pie in his face.
yes. The clown is down on the
So
ground.
the clown died
But the
because he
man
was
isn't.
shot to death, but the other guy has the pie in his face,
Yeah.
so they each got their weapon off.
Also, from a few feet away, looks an awful lot like the guy just has blonde hair and is wearing a mask.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Which
It
I'm not.
does, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Felt a little bit weird, and I say there's one clear winner. It was people. God, I love
it was people. That's right. Congratulations, people, for the 2021
yeah,
award.
clowns,
I was about to
clowns and
throw
people.
I was about to throw the Far Side under the bus. I loved the Far Side as a kid.
Oh my god!
so
yeah,
much.
no, it's legendary.
So much.
Like,
And,
I don't.
and it's very confusing to me now to have to explain so many of them.
Well, I guess I didn't realize until we looked. Unless, all right, here, Bryce, next slide.
Next
Let's
slide,
just go
next
next
slide,
slide.
Your
Yeah.
Honor.
Let's see. They started to become a little more recent. Here's one. Here we go from 93.
Also, very much a theme of the Far Side, where you have to explain that the joke is they're flies, or
Yeah.
the joke is they're cows,
So there's
or
a-
the joke is they're fleas.
Cow tools, exactly. B. Crawford cow tools. Yes, we got some flies, like a little fly cafe.
Yep.
A
There's
little,
hairs on a ball
so
sack.
this is hello, mind if I join you? It's a free dead cow, says the lady fly. So it's a fly interaction that would be a lady saying it's a free country. So
Right.
she's a sassy fly.
Right.
This
zit,
this
zit,
fly,
zit.
yeah.
So-
this is like a real Sandra Bernhardt fly.
Exactly.
There, like-
This one's like kind of a double whammy because you also have to explain to an 8-year-old the concept that it used to be a free country, and then
Yeah.
and then now
that we used to have flies
We used
before
to.
they all died off.
we used to
We
say
used to have
fly
flies.
like it was a cool thing.
We used to say fly like an eagle, and then all the seals died.
Well, and we used to like love flies so much we wanted a super fly.
Next slide,
I'll take that
Bryce.
chuff. I'll take that chuff.
Next slide.
Thank you.
Next slide.
Thank you,
Next
Your Honor.
slide.
Your Honor, that chuff is noted. Stenographer, you got that.
Okay, we've got some elephants here. It looks like an elephant.
2 elephants sitting in front of a grand piano on the plains of the Serengeti. You could tell from the tree that doesn't look like an American tree and the long-necked horse in the background.
Yeah. Yep. The caption reads,
Oh.
smash your left
Okay, go.
hand down about right here 3 times, then twice up in this area, then 3 times right around here. That's Louie Louie.
Okay, first of all, number one.
So you would actually have to play Louie Louie for her for that to make sense, right?
No. I would say no. There are two
At
jokes.
least the intro.
I'll say number one, the joke explained is, see, elephants, they don't have fingers. And if they tried to, do our sophisticated
It would be a
Louie
cacophony.
Louie songs,
Yeah.
they wouldn't be able to because they would have
Well, no, I
dumb
think this is
elephant
making
hands.
fun of Louie Louie, that it's like,
I believe the joke, because I think Louie Louie is one that is particularly easy to play on the guitar. So it's like everybody
no,
that's what they
he's
learn.
making fun of that organ part at the beginning. That meh, 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 meh.
See, hit right here 3 times, then twice in this area, then 3. Bum, 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 bum.
So
That's-
he's
that's a
saying that
3,
you
2,
don't
3.
need to have skill,
It's a
dexterous
dual
piano skill.
layer. It's a dual
I
layer.
remember learning Louie Louie on the guitar as one of that and the Peter Gunn theme, the do 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 do.
Sure.
I have no idea.
But
what
also,
Peter Gunn
that's
is.
a piano.
Correct.
That's a piano on
and
the
the pieces in piano, but I learned it on guitar. It was one of the first things. Like,
Why did Gary Larson not know you learned that on guitar?
Why did Gary Larson not put a guitar here?
I
Is the
think.
question.
Well, okay, good point.
Now, this was in 1993.
What I
Maybe
am
they
asking,
didn't have
what I am
guitars.
asking is
Maybe they had
perhaps the
invented.
ease.
Bryce, look up when guitars were invented.
What I'm trying to say is perhaps
Yeah.
the experience is universal of learning Louie Louie as one of your very first songs. And I happen to learn it on guitar, but other people learned it on piano because it's just universally that easy.
Mostly these elephants in this particular case.
The joke is the relevance. Next slide.
Looking at the 13th
God,
century.
I could do this for the next 5 hours, I swear.
All right, here's 94. So we got some cars, some cows.
Some cars.
Some cars and cows and a
Cars
bus.
and cows eating coffee.
Eating coffee. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a school bus, we have a bunch of cows, and there's a tour guide saying, now we're coming into the North pasture. It may look like dried stubble now, but next spring this will all be green and lush. And the caption is, basic field trips.
Cow tools. This is
Okay.
a very cow tools comic.
How do you explain this to my 8-year-old daughter, Calliope? What is the joke? Explain it to an 8-year-old.
Oh, I got it. So, hey, Callie, field trips, where you go and like try to see something interesting.
Yeah, we saw space.
No, it's Callie. Do the adorable kind of lisp thing that she has. Like you gotta do that if you're gonna do a Callie impression.
I will not. I'm too afraid. I'm too afraid that someday she'll see this and she'll think less of me. But you're right. She does an adorable lisp. And
No, it's adorable.
she,
Yes.
she right now we're going through speech therapy between R's and L's. Anyway,
Yeah,
adorable.
what would that sound
Kids.
like? But yeah, so field trips. Well, what if
Yeah.
instead of going to somewhere interesting, you just went to fenced off grassland?
No, it's Bryce. It's a field trip.
Oh,
Oh,
God damn it! I
Cows
just felt
are
it.
in the
I just felt it
field.
again.
Cows are in the field. They're touring the field. Basic field trips is the thing. Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, but if that was
he's a
the
master.
joke,
Sorry, this
if-
bit has been canceled. Gary Larson is a master at
if that is the totality of the joke, why bother to make it with cows? Why not have humans in a field? Like, why
'Cause
wouldn't this
cows
work with
eat
humans?
the
because
field.
cows would be
That's where they
cows would be
live.
interested in fields.
It doubles as an actual educational field trip
is-
because they're going
that's
to a
what they
place
like.
they would like to go.
They like the grass. They like
That
fields.
shit is
Wow.
Disney to them. That
This is-
shit is Islands of Adventure in the aughts.
But
Like it's the best.
But that makes like that makes it less absurdist if that's the case. All right,
It's not absurdist. You're right, right?
right? I mean, it makes sense. In universe,
You
this makes
just got
sense.
a
In
hearty
universe, this
chuckle.
is an actual basic
All right,
field
next
trip.
slide.
There's no joke. All right, next slide.
All right, this will be our last one before the.
Joke. You would laugh, man. I'm gonna defend. I'm a Larson stan now. I'm fucking here for Larson. Larson fan 69 is my new handle.
Larson
farthest-
fan 8 equals D tilde something cow.
Larson IZ God 420
XX.
XX uppercase lowercase.
Okay, what do we got here? This one's in colors.
So we're
Must be
inside a
special.
barber shop.
Yeah.
There's a barber. There's a man in the chair with the bib on, a very tiny head. it
Tiny
seems.
head.
And a woman is looking at the situation here. A lot of hair is on the ground. It kind of looks like shading. Looks a little like etching, but I believe that's supposed to be hair. The caption reads, "Well, sorry about this, Mrs. Murdoch, but old Roy and I got to argue in politics, and dang if he didn't say some things that got my adrenaline flowing."
Okay, so the joke
This
is that
is
he
a-
cut
this
off
is a s-
most of his head.
I think it's mostly his
hair.
hair. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he just
but
has
that,
a tiny head.
Got a tiny
no,
head, and it doesn't look good. That's why he had a lot of hair.
This is searing modern commentary for the record. This is
okay.
why Larson is God
Well,
420.
and just the timelessness of this, 1985,
wow.
impressive.
Fucking
Zoom in.
Nostradamus
I
can suck
am
a dick.
almost certain that the joke is he cut off the majority of this guy's head.
But where's his head though? I'm with you. Although his
cut
head does
off.
kind of the head does kind of look like
Oh, you mean on the
Señor
ground.
Wences, right?
Right.
Yeah. But he doesn't have the rest of his head kind of just floating around.
Okay.
Also 85. So is Murdoch's not on purpose. This isn't like Rupert Murdoch.
No,
Oh no.
no,
No, I don't think so.
Although it might be a nod to the wild card of the A team.
Okay.
Oh, did Wild did?
Fuck both of you for not understanding who I'm talking about.
I'm
talking
sorry, I've
about
never seen the
Dwight
fucking
Schultz.
A-Team.
He's
I'm sorry,
amazing.
I'm
You know
sorry.
him better as Lieutenant Barkley on The Next Generation. Fuck
No,
all of
no.
y'all. Next slide.
I actually don't.
All right.
All right, last
Yeah.
one. We have to do the show. Okay, here we go. We got some aliens looking
Oh
at.
shit. That's another thing. Flies, cows, and aliens.
Oh,
This dude
long
loves fucking
before
aliens.
Kodos and Krang.
Oh
got-
God, yeah.
So we got some aliens here. They looks like they've got some species on a display shelf. Some other aliens and a human being mauled by a bear. The caption reads, "Zorak, you idiot! You've mixed incompatible species in the Earth terrarium."
So the joke, of course, being that bears and humans, not friends.
They meant to live together. It's a hunter specifically, and he's getting mauled by a bear, which is, look, this is why fucking I'm a Larson fan 69, because like that man, what a wholesome moment, right? A little a palm to the forehead frustration, a doe moment, but also a man getting mauled to death by a bear.
Yeah. Also,
Incompatible.
Zorak
legend.
is a call out to the Brack universe where he's a neighbor
Is
of
it
Brack.
what's the time on that?
1988.
Ooh.
C. Martin Croker,
Probably more like
R.I.P..
Zorak, Armenia. I would presume.
as he once rapped, crap rappers, each and every one of them. If I had time, I'd kill each other. I don't know. Shit. I wish I could remember it. Okay. Random lifeline here.
Sure.
Justin, do you
Yes.
remember the Brack Show episode where they had the rap contest?
No.
Fuck. All right. Well, it's fine.
Good effort.
You met the... it's fine.
Oh, I'm aware of the Brack show. I don't have quite the encyclopedic knowledge of the
Apparently,
Brack show.
I don't either because I cannot summon the lyrics for Zorak's spontaneous off-the-cuff rap that he does, where it begins, crap rappers, each and every one of them. If I had time, I'd something. Yeah, and then I lose it. Whatever.
Yeah.
We met him. It was fun.
Wait, that was the same dude who did Space Ghost did Zorak?
The guy who played Zorak on Space Ghost also
Yeah.
played Zorak on the Brack Show.
Yeah, but did we meet I thought we only met Space Ghost, the Space Ghost guy.
No.
Is that all the same guy?
Sitting at the same table was
Was Zorak.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
As a matter of fact, we have audio of you and me and Zorak. Feel less bad now.
My brain is slowly rotting.
It's fine.
My brain is decomposing. All times, future and past are converging, and I'm living unstuck in time.
JC Calhoun has a link for us. I am like 82% certain we will not get taken off the internet if we hear a little bit of it, especially if we talk over it. How about that?
Okay.
Here we go. Watch this. I'm going to do a little trick. It's a ventriloquist trick.
It is Barack. Jerk. Greetings, all you beautiful people. My name is Brack, as you'll soon discover. Well, it's Brack, y'all. I get back, y'all. From the front row to the back wall. I get all the people toes I tap. And thanks to my rapping, it's not happenstance. Just dance, just jump. Get on the floor and shake that big old rump. Just dance, just jump. Get on the floor and shake that big old rump. Shake that butt, shake that bottom, shake that hinder, and all that stuff that you shake behind you. Do the shake in the butt. What's up, what's up, what's up?
For the record.
Not anything close to any of the lines that you presented to us.
Nowhere
Well, no,
minutes
he
ago.
was saying it was
Also,
Zorak's rap. It was Zorak's
very
rap.
worthy. Like, I'm still happy. I saw that. My day is made
joke
brighter.
is that it was Brack.
Oh,
That was the joke. The joke is it was
Gary
Brack
Larson,
rapping.
just a treasure,
Yeah.
just a treasure,
Fucking
Gary.
Gary
The
Larson.
joke is
Gary
it was a
Larson's
cow
Brack
trying to
show.
be a human.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, we have to start the show. We cannot watch the correct rap at this point.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
All
Everybody, does anybody need to take a break also before we start?
No, but I am
Yeah.
wondering if we should do
you don't.
like a Kickstarter for a rap album.
Who would be? Would it be you rapping? Who would be the rapper?
Sorry.
I don't want to put you into the position. I don't want to make you. That's the way I don't want to make you twist. Is being like, dance for me, monkey. I know you like rapping.
No.
Rap for me.
What was amazing was I wanted to like just fantasize for a brief moment about what that would look like, but it happened to be just as Justin got up and walked away. And I
Right, because
was
he needed
left
to go and
with
take a break.
The only other person to give me support, and that person said, "Sorry, who would be rapping? Would it be you, Dad? Would it be you, Grandpa? That would be a funny rap. Yes, it would. You would do the hips and the hops and the bebops. Maybe there's a jazz solo. My goodness.
I feel like I gave you plenty of runway to at least start your
I
own.
mean, I hung myself. I mean, like I had all the electrical cord and all the momentum. It was me.
I'm just saying yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like almost as a dare, like.
Come on, man, dare me to rap. Dare me to rap.
I mean, that's kind of the bit, right? Is like the more money we would raise, the more disastrous to our careers we would make it. Like, we would have various unlocks. Like at this moment, we'll use this cliched bit.
Mm-hmm.
At this moment, we'll never mind. Nothing good comes after me.
These are the offensive
Trying
words
to
you can
say.
pay us to say.
Yeah. Imagine that, but even worse. Much worse.
I could just do that on Cameo. Just, hey, it's going to be this much, and I'll say this word that'll end my career.
Or begin my career.
$50,000, and I'll say the following words. You can choose it like a bento box menu. You can get two of
Select
these,
two.
but only one of these, and you're gonna have to add everything after that is a la carte.
Mm-hmm.
Separate. Nothing good comes after this.
I don't
we
know
need
why
a reset.
even
We need a
started.
reset. We need a
All
reset.
right, all right.
Gary
So,
Larson, slide
okay,
7.
All right, Gary, here we go.
Yeah.
Looks like a wolf mother and a wolf child is on her lap, and they're reading
Yeah.
a book called The Predator Primer. It is, of course, reversed because they are in Japan, and the caption says, "See Dick run, see Jane run, 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 run. See the wolves chase Dick, and Jane, chase, chase, chase."
Callie, the joke is you would
Yeah.
know the Dick and Jane books if you were as old as your grandparents plus 20 or 30 years.
Yeah.
Also, wolves.
Wolves
Are there to murder you.
yeah.
They're there to rip your throat out.
famously big
The
and
joke
bad.
is they're wolves.
Famously big
They're
and bad
wolves.
within fairy tales.
Like,
Yeah, but this is
they're
a
like
more
cows
realistic.
with
This is not a
fangs.
mythical. This is not a mythical wolf here.
But they're
Bryce.
reading.
This is,
But they're reading.
no, they're reading an educational book. So this would be like, oh, you go to the potty, like you go to school, like all the things that like they're educating, they're priming you for what your life is going to be like. But this life involves chasing down humans and ripping their throats out.
which now that I think about it, is not unlike the movie Primer, which makes no sense unless you read the Wikipedia. But then afterwards, you become like a smug cunt and tell everyone how great it is.
That's actually what happens at the end of the Wikipedia.
Yeah.
It actually it levels
Congrats.
you up. It says, congratulations, you're now in on this long, elaborate joke. Everybody pretend that you really get it now. And the only way that you can understand it is if you read this Wikipedia. Pass it on.
But both can be true. It's a fucking great movie. It's a great movie, and it's made better by the fact that you understand it after you've read the Wikipedia. Also, Donnie Darko was good. Also, fuck you, Upstream Color.
Wow.
A lot of
We're on, Brian, you're on your own wavelength
intense.
tonight. Like you are,
I'll fire on
you're firing all cylinders. I like this energy.
You didn't like Upstream Color?
I didn't even see it, dog.
Yeah. Donnie Darko?
Yeah, I liked it back in when I first saw it. It's all right.
Right.
I like Primer. I like movies, man. I love all movies because all movies have popcorn.
in that you can
I can eat it.
procure some. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to make the claim that all movies had a frame of popcorn in them somewhere.
And then I lick the screen. Give me that popcorn frame. How funny would that be if every movie, like it was legal, like a legal requirement that they had to have one frame of popcorn, and it became an element of art of where they would put the frame of popcorn, like in the movie.
And then like one
Where would the frame of
subversive-
popcorn be in Rocky, Brian? Where do you think the frame of popcorn
In the
would
audience,
be?
right?
I would like to believe
Just
that
a random shot in the audience, like some schmo going, Rocky! Popcorn. Fucking right there.
dude mid bite. I was gonna make some kind of like corn pop reference, but
Oh shit! You were thinking that their popcorn had to be in the movie. I was
Yeah.
thinking that literally just a stock footage frame of just like popping
Spliced
popcorn,
in.
just spliced in, totally apropos of nothing. That's what I
like
was
like
assuming.
like the giant dick in Fight Club.
Exactly.
yeah,
But
okay.
popcorn.
But popcorn.
Isn't that literally where the whole subliminal advertising idea came from? Was from the fake made up study about like drink soda, eat popcorn or whatever.
Yeah.
So in other words, we would be federally mandating the exact
Federally.
thing that is federally
Yes.
banned.
It's federally banned.
You're the
So-
federals. I'm not the federals.
Let's-
You know, like I ain't a congressman. You explain the laws to me. Question Guy, followed by Ted Mal this Thursday on CBS.
Wow, the world's number one, the country's number one station, really.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, let's do a show, please.
Ready?
Park my car.
Oh, I'm up against it now. Ted Mal.
Ted Mal.
The joke is he's a rapist.
All right.
Okay, well, all right.
Reset.
That's a Showtime series.
Yeah.
All right,
That's a different Viacom. That's a different Viacom
You
station.
make sure to associate Viacom with.
Holy shit. CBS and Showtime bought 2 pilots called Ted Mal.
John, Chino, please cut all of this out. Okay. Just kidding. Here we go.